Hello, welcome to Organic Acting. I'm Chris Conway and this is Stanislavski Exercises Part 2. So in my previous video, I broke down my top 5 techniques from Stanislavski's Psycho technique. But what I'm going to do here is give you 5 more, 5 of the perhaps lesser known techniques that you can use in your daily acting. So the first one is the unbroken line. Now this is talking about the journey of a character, where he or she has been, where they are, where they're going. Do you as an actor know your character's journey? You should know all of this. This is the given circumstances after all. So you should know everything that has happened to the character before the play or the script. You should know what is going to happen after the story if you can. You really should. And it's a way of enriching your kind of connection with the character. What is happening to the character when they're not in the scene? What is happening in between all of those scenes? What happens to your character when they are off stage or not on camera? You should know every single part of their journey. You should know from A to Z to enrich your knowledge of the character and help you to play them more organically and realistically. Faith and sense of truth. If you read this chapter in An Actor Prepares, it's very detailed, it gives you a lot of information, but let's break it down. What do we mean when we say faith and sense of truth? Well, basically, do you believe in what you're doing? Do you believe in the character? Do you believe in the given circumstances? If you are performing a scene with another character, do you believe in it? Can you invest in it? Is it actually happening for you? Or are you just an actor on a stage and there's an audience in front of you and, oh, hello, mom. You know, do you believe in this? In these 4 walls, there's no audience, there's a 4th wall there, and what is happening right now is real. Do you have that sense of truth? Do you have that faith? Stanislavski said that you should believe in all of the given circumstances, believe in your character. That's the only way you can achieve naturalistic acting. The next one is adaptation. So Stanislavski said that an actor needs to be able to adapt themselves to the different given circumstances, the different characters, the different scenarios that they're going to play. They should be malleable. They should be able to adapt themselves. But what he also said was, if an actor can adapt themselves, it should be for the needs of the piece. It shouldn't be to show off. You should never be showing off your range to an audience. You should be serving the given circumstances, and most importantly, you should be carrying out an objective, a motivation. I find it very interesting that Stanislavski here talks about not showing off, because you could possibly apply it to what happened with method acting a few decades later, where it became about showing your range and showing what a great method actor you are. I mean, look at nowadays where people put on weight or wear outlandish costume or change their voice, put themselves through these marathon kind of acting rituals, and everyone says, oh, they're a great method actor. Are they serving the script? Are they serving an objective? Or are they trying to show off? Are they, showing how well they can adapt rather than sticking to the script and doing what is best for the story and the character? Very interesting. Inner motive forces. So I've spoken about inner motive forces before. If you haven't seen this video, the link is above. But inner motive forces are basically will, intellect, and emotion. You can apply them to character, working out whether your character has a mainly dominant intellect, their intellectual character, or they're driven by their heart, their emotion, like Romeo from Romeo and Juliet. But in this chapter in An Actor Prepares, Stanislavski talks about inner motive forces in an actor. So to simplify, what he says is, if you've developed a well-rounded psycho technique in terms of knowing how to use objectives, how to use the given circumstances, how to work on a scene. Those elements begin to work on an actor's will, intellect, and emotion. So for example, if you are working on a script, you are using your intellect to break the given circumstances apart. You are working through it in an intellectual manner. From that, the intellect leads on to emotion, because you are having an emotional reaction to the script or the character. You have feelings. That in turn affects your will, because you have an approach to that performance. You are using your willpower to perform and to have an effect on an audience. So it's kind of a two-pronged attack almost. You are using your psycho technique, which you've developed from Stanislavski's teachings, and this is having an effect on your will, intellect, and emotion. And an actor should be able to have those inner motive forces well developed along with the psycho technique to be able to perform at maximum efficiency. And finally, we have the subconscious. So we could create a whole video essay or playlist on the subconscious, on what it is and how it operates. I mean, people have written and discussed the subconscious for years, for thousands of years. But in terms of acting, the subconscious is this thing that we can't really tap, and it's just there for us, and it's that lightning in a bottle thing, when we feel inspired and we're performing perhaps on stage and everything is happening and we feel our character, and wow, it's just the most naturalistic thing ever. But what happens if you don't have that lightning in a bottle moment? Can you tap into the subconscious like that? Is it possible? So Stanislavski basically said that you need to prime the subconscious with the conscious mind through hard work, through research, through script work, through working out where your character's been, where they're going, the unbroken line, as we've already spoken about. Through all of this text work and this rehearsal, then you begin to prime the subconscious, and it's like a safety net. I recently had a bit of a discussion with someone on social media who disagreed with all of this, who basically said the subconscious is always there. Forget all this Stanislavski stuff. The subconscious is there if you let it ride. You can just let it all go and it will be there for you. And I disagree with that a little bit. I mean, in terms of acting, I think whatever works. But the subconscious is a great thing, but you can't always rely on it to be there. You need this safety net in a way. You need to say, I've put in the legwork, and now I've done this, I am confident that I'm going to be able to play this character naturalistically, and that my subconscious is going to lock into that, and I've got the conscious and the subconscious mind working together when I perform. I hope you enjoyed this video and you managed to get something from it. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share this video, help me out in any way you can, and I will see you next week for the next video. I've been Chris Conway. Bye bye.